About to get started here, and taking the ball for Seattle, Jhonathan Diaz. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Kyle Schwarber, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Not even close there. 2 balls, no strikes. Here comes a pitch. And another ball. And there's the automatic. And here it comes. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Trey Turner at the plate. Right through there for a strike. Turner measures 6 feet 2 inches. Batting second in today's lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2014. 1 out, bases empty, and a foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball. Wouldn't chase that time. One down, base is empty.
Full count.
So Turner reaches base, and this is a guy with good speed.
Now, this is a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Turner runs. Now pop up on the infield. Robles has this one sized up. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away now. And time now for the Phillies lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Alec Bohm.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And there's a ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 on, 2 outs. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. JT Realmuto on deck for the Phillies. And a pitch. That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
He's got it, and that is that. Phillies leave a couple. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at T-Mobile Park, and on the hill, the big righty, Tyler Phillips. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters. Not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels at bats.
Bottom of the first, and now for Seattle, Victor Robles. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
1-1.
And the pitch. And he can't make the play. But the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out. Now Scott Service lined up for the Seattle Mariners. And in an era with a lot of strikeouts, they are right on trend, Chris. A lot of swing and miss in this lineup, and they come in with more strikeouts than any other team in the league right now.
Well, clearly they're looking to connect and hit the ball a long way, but at some point you've got to shorten up, and you'd like to see guys do it, especially when they're having a hard time scoring runs. With 2 strikes, maybe spread out a little bit, choke up the bat, and just try to put the ball in play. There's a good chance that you'll find a hole and maybe get something going that way.
2 outs, base is empty. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throws to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Mariners are down in order. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Here's the speedy catcher, JT Realmuto. The pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. And that's outside. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
And that's outside. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, but they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. That one way outside, and that is ball 1. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His 16th homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0.
The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on the platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
This is Bryson Stott. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here at the top of the second. Next pitch misses way outside. Wouldn't chase that time. That's in there.
2-2.
That one misses. And now 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Batting 9.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Right through there for a strike. Stop. Aboard here at first with nobody out. And ball 1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
The pitch. That one not close. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that's outside. And now the lefty. That's towards center. On his way over. Brings it in. And there's 1 down.
Now batting left fielder Kyle Schwarber.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Went down on strikes his first time through. Way outside, and that's ball 1. Outside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
At the belt and fires. Pitch misses there, and now 3-0.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
In for a strike, 3-1.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
First and second, 1 out. Trey Turner getting ready to hit.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And that one fouled off. Two on, 1 out.
1-1.
Not close with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Grounder might be 2. 1 at second. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And now here is Harper. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Pitch misses there, and it's 1-1. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Next offering way off the plate. The pitch.
3-1.
Alec Bohm to bat next. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That one hammered center field. Raley going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. And it's 2-zip. Bottom of the second. Here's Turner now.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Line drive, caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Here's Josh Rojas. This one ripped, but foul to the right. The M's trailing by 2, bottom half of inning number 2. A rope into right, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One out, runner at second. Here's Dylan Moore. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A massive home run. And we're all square. It's 2-2. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Now batting Mitch Haniger. And foul ball. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one is off the wall. And he's got a double.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
One down. Here's the center fielder, Luke Raley. Line drive. He brings it down. Nice play.
Sweet grab right there. That's the DRS for you, buddy. Defensive run save. Very athletic. Really good reactions. Nice job of saving that run.
And stepping in is the speedy Leonardo Rivas. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. Now a long throw home. The tag, and he's safe.
Everything came together for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Victor Robles. He's been a great free agent sign. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We played 2 full. It's the Mariners 3 and the Phillies 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning, down to third baseman, Alec Bohm. Diaz back to work. That one laced to center and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
So now here's the DH, Brandon Marsh. Flied to right his first time. Bunts it in the air. Calls it in, 1 away. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 1 down, Phillies down a run.
2-0.
And another ball. Bohm stands at first with 1 out. This one in the air. They got it for out number 2.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Now it bounces away. Can't squeeze it. And now a man into scoring position.
Looked like that four-seamer just kept rising on him, and he couldn't get the mid up in time to catch it. Kind of makes me wonder if that was a cross-up or maybe just way more run than he was expecting. Either way, should have had it.
Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
That one way outside, and that's ball 3. Bryson Stott next to bat for Philadelphia. That one ripped right center field, way back there. And that one hops the wall. Around from second is the tying run. It's 3-3, and that's a 2-out double.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Man at second here with 2 away. Bryson Stott the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Man on second, 2 down. Hard hit right side. Tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Phillies with a run-scoring double. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Back after this on the show. Back in Seattle, set for the bottom of the third. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. The wind of the pitch. Rocketed out towards right center. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Line drive, base hit. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Maybe a little out front of the pitch right there, but he squared it up pretty good, and he kept it inside the line. And just a really nice job on the other side by the defense to hold that to a long single.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Justin Turner. Ripped into left for a base hit. The run scores from third. It's 4-3.
Big RBI for him right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
First and second, no outs. And up next for Seattle, Josh Rojas. Ripped into right field, base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Dylan Moore will hit next. Golden opportunity right here. That one hooked foul. Kicks and Diaz. That one is absolutely belted. Out of here! Grand slam! Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 8-3. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on.
Colby Allard comes on now. He's making his second appearance of the season.
Now,
so up next, Mitch Haniger. A double and a run scored his first time up. On a line out towards center. Hauls it in for the out.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. He's 0 for 1. Line drive to short and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Mariners, Leonardo Rivas. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it's out of here. An absolute smash to left. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 9-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. With a low 9 290s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So the lineup flips over, and now it's Victor Robles up to hit. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That one back. Makes the catch, crashing into the wall.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
As we go to the top of the fourth. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Johan Rojas.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. Right through there for a strike.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
That's outside. Ball 2. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. And another ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. It has the distance, gone. He hammers one out to right. It's 9-5.
The count was full, but he was ready to swing it. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
Here's Trey Turner. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, these Phillies doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
2-0.
Next offering way off the plate. Wouldn't chase that time.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
The why to kick the pitch. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Rojas drifts towards it, and there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Bryce Harper.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one not close, and that's ball 1. Still only one out here in the inning. Next pitch is outside. And delivers outside. And he deals. There's the strike, and now 3-1.
3-1.
One down, base is empty. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jhonathan Diaz done for the night. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Logan Gilbert. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Boom in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Man at first, one away. 2 balls, no strikes, the count.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
3-0.
And the next pitch is way outside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here.
Good.
And now 3-1.
3-1.
That one fouled off. Harper leads off first with 1 away. Caught it, looking for the catch. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Foul ball there. Marsh measures 6 feet 4 inches, 26 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. Right-hander kicks, deals. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. Second home run of the inning for him. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 9-7.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
JT Realmuto steps in. 1 for 2. Swing and a drive deep right field. Haniger ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 9-7. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. John Jambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Randy Arozarena. As the lefty gets to work. And that one hammered. That's back. Tattooed and gone. Randy Arozarena hits one out. His 17th of the year. And they add to the lead. It's 10-7. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Raleigh digs in now. A switch hitter batting right. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball. Nobody on, nobody out. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Here's Justin Turner.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around third. The throw into second. And he's in there as a run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
And now for Seattle, Josh Rojas. Hard on the ground to first. Harper takes it to the bag. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Left field, way back there. And that ball is gone. And he's gone yard again. His 3rd home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 13-7. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now.
Pitching change here, Carlos Estevez. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Now pitching for Philadelphia, number 53, Carlos Estevez.
Bases empty, 1 away. Mitch Haniger up next for the Mariners. Right side. 2 down.
Up next for Seattle, the center fielder,
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Nabs it, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. The lead has exploded to a half dozen. Ready now for the 5th inning. Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Nick.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead. at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And a pitch.
2-0.
Not
3-0.
even close there. Ball 3. This to center field. Raley under this one. And puts the squeeze on that one. One down.
The batter, number 5.
And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. He's 0 for 1. Ball 1, no strikes. That one
2-0.
missed. One down, base is empty. That misses
3-0.
the zone, and it's 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Now batting,
Oh, that's a good
the center
question.
fielder,
I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Rojas
1 ball, no strike.
in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Stop the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And another
2-0
ball. And
3-0.
that misses as well. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Gone. A monster shot to right. His 4th home run of the season. And they're chipping away. It's 13-9.
Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
So the batting order turns over. Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. He's already homered here in this one. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Two runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the 5th. That
ball,
misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. And that's in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Left-hand hitter waits.
2-2.
That misses the zone. 3-2 down. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
That one ripped left field. Arozarena going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. but not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at T-Mobile Park, here's the second baseman, Leonardo Rivas. The right-hander back to work. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Back to the top of the Seattle order, and here's the first baseman, Victor Robles. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball.
Well, these Mariners doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
Now a drag bunt, third base side, and he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. And the righty deals, and he lays down a bunt. Slings to first, and the bunt doesn't work out.
Perhaps he rushed just a little bit, didn't set the angle as the infield was back right there, and that's pretty much a gimme for a bunt base hit. Just didn't quite put it where he wanted to right there.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. He's already homered in this game.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
A bunt, and it's popped up. Estevez makes the grab, 2 down. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Runner from third comes across. It's 14-9. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Now it's Justin Turner. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And strike 2. Now a bunt with 2 strikes, and that goes foul. It's a strikeout. RBI double for the M's. We're through 5. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Harper now.
Number 3, Bryce Harper.
Gilbert back to work. Outside, and it's 1-0.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Next pitch misses way outside. And there's a ball. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And that one pulled foul. Left-hand batter waits. A dive. He's got it. Throw to the pitcher. It's there, and that's a great play.
I love the fact that the pitcher didn't become a spectator on this play. Nice job at the first baseman to dive, get dirty, knock that ball down, and if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to. Excellent job by both those guys.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. And now you can see he's taking some exception to the location of the last pitch. He didn't like the look of that at all, and they're having some words.
Yeah, and look, this is a spot where he's just standing up for himself at the plate. It's part of the game. Maybe that pitch slipped, maybe it didn't, but you can't blame him for having something to say about it either way. It's no fun having a pitch go flying by you like that.
Way outside, 3-0. And the right-hander deals. Out there to center. Raley moving back for this one. Brings it in. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for Philadelphia, the designated hitters.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Brandon Marsh. 1 for 3. And the first offering is not close. And that's outside. That misses. And that's ball 3. Swing and a ball popped up. Sizes this one up. And he makes the catch. And that is that. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. Seattle leads this one 14-9. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Garrett Stubbs.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
The pitch. Rojas leading things off and takes a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. A solo shot, his 7th home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 15-9.
No, Boo, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Now it's going to be Dylan Moore.
No balls, 1 strike.
The Mariners up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouled off left side. The wind of the pitch. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul. The 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And the pitch. Ripped to third and caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched. An absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
And up next for Seattle, Mitch Haniger. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1. Here comes a pitch. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Gets it there in time, though, and they get it out of the play.
Just a great effort all the way around at third base right there. Nice job to get a glove on it with the dive, but it was the recovery that was so impressive. If he doesn't hop to his feet and get the throw off in such a fluid motion over there, I kind of doubt he gets the out.
And now the center fielder, Luke Raley. Base knock right field, and that keeps the inning alive.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Leonardo Rivas.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now the first baseman, Victor Robles. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. A 3-run homer. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 18-9.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Orion Kerkering.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And the batter now, Randy Arozarena. Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. They go back-to-back. His second home run of the game. It's 19-9.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Now at the plate, Cal Raleigh. In the air, left side. And the inning is over. Back in Seattle at the plate, JT Realmuto.
JT.
Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
That misses. Now 2-0. Wouldn't chase that time. And there's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Leading off for Philadelphia.
Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick.
When a leadoff man gets on, you want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
This is again 5 in a row. Real Muto gets his lead at first with nobody out. And now 2-0. And that misses as well. And that's ball 4.
Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
So digging in, Bryson Stott. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And another ball. Wouldn't chase that time. First and second, no outs. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And there's the automatic. That's a base hit. Here comes Real Muto around third. Fires it to the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in.
Picks himself up an RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. And a pitch.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. On the ground, could be 2. There's 1. On to first in time. Double play.
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. And that's outside. No 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That missed by a lot, and the count is 2-0. And that's downstairs and outside. Trey Turner on deck for the Phillies. Gloves it on the dive, fires to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
And we're back, set for the last half of the seventh. Turner climbs in on that right side. The pitch. That one ripped. Rojas going back. Just missed it.
He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Josh Rojas.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Matt Strom preparing to come on if needed. Alvarado warming up as well. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Bunt attempt popped up. On to first. Bunt attempt doesn't work. They get the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Dylan Moore.
Now it's the shortstop, Dylan Moore. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Kerkering, 23 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. Here comes the 0-1. Drops a bunt down the first base side. He takes it on his own. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. Back at T-Mobile Park, Trey Turner now.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
Gilbert back to work. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Kicks and fires. And
1-1.
ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball. And here it comes.
3-1.
Next pitch in for a strike. Counts full, 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the 2nd time he's taken ball 4.
Number 3.
Man at first. Bryce Harper to the plate. Ball 1 to Bryce. The M's up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Not close with that one. 2-0. Outside. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Forget it. Homer number 25 of the year. It's 19-12. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
And now Alec Bohm A former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. That misses the zone. Ball 1. The wind of the pitch. And another ball. Now 3-0. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Raleigh hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brandon.
Here's the Phillies DH, Brandon Marsh. First pitch, not close. Wouldn't chase that time. Right-handed reliever. That one not close. 3 balls, no strikes. There's a strike. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 19-13.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One out, base is empty. And now it is JT Realmuto. Not even close there. Ball 1. One down, base is empty. That missed by a lot. And now 2-0.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
That one missed.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And the pitch. And he can't come up with it. But plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out. Two outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, he gloves it on the run, sends it over to first, and it beats him. What a play. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last half of the 8th coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now here is Mitch Haniger. The wind and the pitch. That one ripped. That's back. Mitch Haniger sends it out. And they add on. It's 20-13.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Now Matt Strom gets the call from the pen.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Luke Raley now at the plate. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Nobody on, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one lifted in the air, center field. That's back there. And that one's gone. A soaring shot to center. It's 21-13.
Homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Next to hit, Leonardo Rivas. 4 for 4 with a homer, a double, and a pair of singles. Swinging a laser off the bat. This looks like extra bases. And now let's see if he goes for it. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Boog, I know you love this slug. Well, slugging percentage is on the rise in this one. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the game. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So back to the top of the order. Victor Robles, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
At the belt and fires. And a bunt towards third. Bare hand grab on the money. Nice play.
Well, there it looked like the batter was trying to bunt for a base hit, and as he got thrown out, the runner advanced. So he's going to get credit with the sac bunt. You know, there's this red-headed announcer that I work with sometimes that gets really angry when that happens.
Randy Arozarena getting ready to hit. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. And he's gone yard again. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they add a couple more. It's 23-13.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Jose Alvarado taking over on the mound.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
So 1 out, nobody on. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. And he drops it down the third baseline. Picks it up with a bare hand, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell in full speed, Boog.
I got to be honest with you, I couldn't tell either. As they ask for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge, we wait. Strike one.
0-1.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. And he picks it up in foul territory. 2 down, nobody on. And he lays down a bunt. Boom. Sends it to first. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be working that stage till the sun out. Your boy cooked, I'm blown up. Time to lace my boots and show up. And if you still can't hear it, standing right there, but you can't get near it. Said I would do it, and now I do it all the time.
We go to the ninth, and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. Manager signals over, and how about this? The intentional walk signal to the leadoff hitter.
The center fielder.
So man aboard, and now for the Phillies, Johan Rojas. New pitcher for the Mariners, Luis Castillo.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
The pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. Haniger makes the catch.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. And the first offering is not close. And another ball. 2-0 to Cal. Here it comes.
3-0.
Stop. The base runner at first with 1 out. There's the strike.
3-1.
Up the middle. Takes it himself for 1. Ow! A double play to end it.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage day or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
High-scoring ball game in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 16 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at T-Mobile Park, 47,715. The Mariners thank you for your patronage and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.
Just like Tita did Martin. Now look at what you started. Schoolboy crushing it ain't enough the whole world. See it, but you can't. My peoples, they complain, sitting brave and rare. Your name is out my mouth like an ancient champ. Got me like a dog as a paws and pin.